You've been to a couple of outfitters, you've been to a couple of different places. I think a very few clients actually understands what does it all entail to plan and to book a safari. So I don't know of any other outfitter that's got someone in the States handling full-time all the paperwork, all the bookings, can phone her any time of the day. So we've got Nancy Gycin, you've met her.
Of course.
Tell me about how did you experience Nancy helping you on the trip? I've known when you booked, you knew exactly what to do, what to book, who to talk to. And Nancy said, Shaun knows a lot of stuff, but she'd like to help. But for a first timer, do you think it's helpful to have someone like Nancy?
I wish all outfitters would, to be perfectly honest with you. There's, we talked about the safety things, but there's all these other questions and unknowns. And having somebody in the States that's there, that's been, several dozen times or more, that's so knowledgeable is just, it just makes our life so much easier. Planning a safari by yourself without any help on this side is a very difficult task. Yeah. It's not easy, especially if you've not been before. It took me several years to kind of get it figured out. And, okay, I need to talk to Leone at Africa Sky, and I need to book Gilbert and make sure the gun paperwork is done. And on this side, I need to make sure Airlink's got our guns there and ready to go, and there's a representative there. What you do is very unique. I've never seen that in all the outfitters I've hunted with. And, we've had incidents where people weren't ready, and we had issues at the airport, and our firearms weren't, everything wasn't done properly. Yeah. With you guys and having Nancy there, I mean, she is just Johnny on the spot. Like right now, it's not just me that came. So we had, 5 hunters with us, aside from me, most of which have not been to South Africa before. And I think she really made the process easy and nice and straightforward. And anytime anybody ever had a question, they knew they could just shoot a quick email or a text and she would handle it. I'm so used to kind of doing that for everybody. Yeah. I just kind of got to sit back and say, man, this is, if every outfitter would do this, I mean, it was fantastic. So no, that's that little extra step that you guys do that none of the other outfitters that I've hunted with before.
And there's no time difference. So if they want to wait to talk to South Africa, they have to wait 7 or 8 hours.
That's exactly right.
One thing I've noticed, look, my accent is not the best English, so with Nancy, whatever they ask her, she can immediately
and the thing is, I'm for the most part an early riser, and I'll shoot Nancy an email at 4 o'clock in the morning. At 4:15, I get a response, and she said, "I'm glad I'm not the only one up this early." She is on it. There's not a question that she won't answer, and she's very honest. She's straight to the point. She won't water it down. She's going to tell you exactly how it is, and that's appreciated too. And like I said, from a logistical perspective, what she does, I mean, that's a service that you can't even put a dollar amount on because it's so difficult and so many hours taken up and just the planning of a safari, and she just takes care of it for everybody. There's nothing else to do.
Before clients that's hunted with us, a lot of things they think she's just an agent. She's not an agent. Myself and Nancy's been working for 14 and a half, 15 years together. I trust her with my whole heart. She's part of my family, and I think you guys also, a lot of clients has never met her, but once they've spoken to her, they feel, I've known this lady for a long time. And I think it makes a huge difference.
For her, it's a passion. Yes. Like she loves South Africa, loves what she does, and you can tell when you talk to her, right? Yeah. She's just super. I mean, she's always excited and passionate about it, and wanting to make sure that your trip is the best thing that you've ever been on in your life, and that is very unique, and you can tell just by talking to her.
Yes, for sure.
And she's super knowledgeable. And I don't want to put down women in any way, shape, or form, but from a female perspective, she knows more about South Africa than I could ever wish to know. I mean, she's been there, done that. She is absolutely fantastic. And, the rest of the team, they can attest too. I mean, she, coordinates and corresponds to them, with any question, and it's instantly. And, even on this trip, we had kind of a late minute add to the trip for the second leg. And within a week, she was bang, got it done, got the paperwork done, got everything worked out. And that's...
And one thing, sorry to interrupt, one thing I appreciate of her is when a client asks her a question, if she cannot answer it, she's not going to make something up. She tells you straightforward, look, I can't tell you now, I'll come back to you. And that's what I really appreciate of her. Yeah. She's not going to be as a client just to give him an answer because she has to answer. She doesn't know everything, but 99% she'll tell you exactly what.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, she's not going to water it down. She's going to tell you the truth. And she wants, and it's the, from her experience, this is what she's got. And she's just used to doing it. She's a wealth of knowledge, and it's really seamless. If you just let her handle it and stay out of the way, it'll be perfect.
She'll get it done for you.
Yeah.